What is a superpower? A question that students often ask, and of course, if you look it up, ready answers come up. An extremely powerful nation, one that is capable of influencing international events, a power greater in scope and magnitude than previously existed. It goes without saying, of course, that the United States is an economic and military superpower. We know what that means. But there's a less appreciated way by which the United States is actually a superpower: soft power. Most people, when they think of soft power, they think about Hollywood, music, the great arts of this country, which are immense and quite wide in scope. Last week was illustrative of another way by which the United States is a superpower in a way that we don't pay attention to much because it happens with such nonchalance and regularity that we don't think much of it, at least many people don't. I looked at the last 7 days from Monday to Sunday. And I looked at the number of sport events that were held throughout the United States, some of them at the same time. And if you appreciate the scale, you'll appreciate one way by which the United States has immense capacity for some of these things and what it says about its soft power. Monday was game 3 of the National Basketball Association, NBA, attended by 19,000 people approximately. It was between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Tuesday was game 4 of the Stanley Cup hockey, attended by 18,000 people. Wednesday was game 4 of the NBA Finals, again between the Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs, approximately 19,000 people. Thursday, game 5 of the Stanley Cup, 18,000 people in North Carolina. Oh, then Friday came. The game between the United States and Paraguay in Los Angeles, attended by 70,000 people. That was Friday. Oh, then Saturday came. NBA Finals, New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs. The New York Knicks won, 19,000 people. Then the World Cup, Brazil, Morocco, 80,000 people. Qatar and Switzerland, 67,000 people in San Francisco, approximately. Then Sunday, Stanley Cup, Las Vegas, 18,000 people. Germany and Curacao, 68,000 people. Ecuador and Cote d'Ivoire, 68,000 people in Philadelphia. Japan and Netherlands in Virginia, 69,000 people approximately. The UFC event here in Washington, D.C., at least 85,000 tickets had been distributed. Above and beyond everything I've just mentioned, there were countless games played in college, such as track and field. Kids are still going to school, so these are not holidays. 9 to 5 jobs are still going on. People are still showing up at work. Here's the kicker. In that same time period, from Monday last week to Sunday, 97 Major League Baseball matches were also played throughout the United States, each attended by an average of about 29,000 people. All these took place in 7 days. But the World Cup being held in America has brought to the fore things that are usually quite casual if you live in the United States. That is actually one of the pillars of American soft power, the scale by which it can have these huge undertakings that have very little to do with the other traditional considerations we take into account when defining what a superpower is. So you can ask yourself, has your country ever hosted a huge event? And when it hosts one event, does everything close down? Here in Washington, D.C., while all these things were happening, if I didn't look on the internet, I had no way of knowing that these were going on. So what is a superpower? Superpower is a country that can walk and chew gum at the same time. It can undertake a diversity of activities that would otherwise completely divert the attention of other countries with less capacity. While all these are going on, can be negotiating in Switzerland for the Strait of Hormuz to be reopened, can be preparing for the G7, which began today. Whether your country is in Latin America, Asia, or Africa, or even Europe, you can ask yourself, if it's hosting a basketball tournament, can it host a World Cup? Can it have a multilateral summit and still then have these other things going on. As someone who's always paying attention to East Asia, as China gains more capacity, it will be interesting to see if it will at any time gain capacity for such undertakings. It's a tall order, I can tell you that. But for someone who's here in the United States, the things that we take for granted are integral pillars in defining by illustration what a superpower is.